Today we are going to do a density science experiment. For this density experiment, we'll need water, sesame oil, and canola oil, plus a glass to mix them all together. It is time to make a hypothesis about what we think will happen when we mix the three liquids together, which will be the most dense and which will be the least dense, and what will the liquids look like when they're in the cup. Pause here until you've completed your hypothesis. First, we're going to add water to the cup. Next, we're going to add some sesame oil. Which liquid is denser, the water or the sesame oil? Pause here to record your observations and make your prediction. We can tell that the water is denser than the sesame oil because the sesame oil floats on a layer above the water. Now it's time to add some canola oil to our mixture. What happened to the sesame oil and canola oil? Pause here to record your observations and predict what happened. We can tell that the water is more dense than the canola oil and sesame oil, but what happened to the two oils when mixed together? They didn't form separate layers, which means they are of similar densities. What do you think will happen to this mixture after I stir it up? After mixing the three liquids together, I gave them a few minutes to settle. And this is what they looked like then. Pause here to record your observations and predict what happened after mixing. Although the difference is faint, you can see the three separate layers that have formed. The sesame oil is the least dense and therefore it is floating on top, and then comes the canola oil, and then the water is the most dense at the bottom. Was this what you predicted? Try this experiment at home with whichever liquids you would like to compare their densities.